I enter into a consultation thinking that the consultee is the total system. That means the hospital, the treatment team, and the family. And the consultation is about their fit. So I started trying to get an idea of who is Peter from the perspective of the members of the team. Can we create an image of Peter so that I can see it? I have never seen him. What can you tell me about Peter? See, if it would be possible, not what you had written, so that I get a feeling of who is that little boy.
He's very intense, and when he's being restrained, he has a lot of charm, but he will explode at the slightest provocation.
He's very anxious. He has a lot of fears, and sometimes, for example, when he first came here, for a long time he wouldn't leave his room at night, and when he had to go to the bathroom at night to urinate, instead he would urinate all over his room. He was also unable to go to school at all until this September. He couldn't spend more than 5 or 10 minutes in class.
More and more despairing, because the view that I was eliciting was a despairing view. Is he on medication?
Yes. The ADHD got first attention when he was younger. He's had Ritalin trials in isolation. They ended up there with a combination of 40 milligrams of Ritalin, 60 milligrams of Mellaril, and 3 milligrams a day of clonidine. With the aggression and the attentional problems as the target symptoms. We then tried him on tricyclics. He's presently tricyclic antidepressants. He's presently at the upper end of the range of therapeutic dose for adults. Recently, toward the end of December, began him on co-pharmacy of lithium with the antidepressant. He's presently getting 600 milligrams a day. We're a long way, I would say, from expecting self-control in a home situation that can still destabilize independent of Peter, and which destabilizes Peter when it does.
What's Peter's future?
Hopefully.
Well, you know him better than anybody else. You had been in contact with him for a year, daily. So what, if you need to make a prediction, what would you say? Another year here?
In terms of the time here, I hope it's going to be even less than a year. That's hard to tell. He's made a lot of improvements on one hand. On the other hand, he's still unable to control these violent impulses.
Here we have a 10-year-old child, and the prognosis is a prognosis of continuous institutionalization that create disruption. And I think that the hospital need to be looked in terms of what is the context that we create for children. Is the context something that maximizes strength, increases possibilities, or do we create a hothouse for pathology? And I think frequently we create an hothouse environment where we look at pathology and pathology flourishes. Very, very close. Crystal and Kristen, okay. And how old is Kristen?
Kristen? Two.
Two. Okay. So you have How many sisters do you have? 2?
I have 3 other sisters.
Eh?
3 other sisters.
3 other sisters.
Yeah.
Do you know their name, Peter? The name of your aunt?
Marty, Elsie, and Carmen.
Uh-huh. So, 3. And do you have brothers?
No.
Okay.
No brother.
You know, this is a therapy in which I am mapping possibilities. So I first talked with the boy, and talking with the boy, I am making a psychiatric diagnosis of a 10 years old. How does he think? How does he reason? His ability to respond? Does he have focal attention? How distracted he is? All the kind of things that we are supposed to know about children. Then I am in contact with all other family members, and I make contact and I assess them in relation to me. Then I put them in contact with each other. The boy with the mother, the boy with the father, the different way in which the father responds, how different is his response to mother. Do you know why is Peter here?
Well, I heard, it was an interview, but I don't know much about, I don't know much about the reason why he's here.
I've been the one mainly involved with Peter's hospitalization.
Yeah, and why, Peter? How tall are you? Why are you here, Peter? I am surprised to find you here.
Because I have problems.
Eh?
Because I have problems.
You have problems. And why isn't Carmen here? No, Lisette. Why isn't Lisette here? Why are you here and not Lisette? You know,
I don't know.
it's not an interesting question.
Yeah.
Yeah, why shouldn't Lisette be here?
She's better than me, right?
Is she? Lisette, why aren't you here? And Peter is here. Is it that you're better than he is?
Not really.
Huh?
Not really.
Not really. Mrs. Garcia, why is Peter here? Peter, actually, you should ask your mom, why are you here? You know, she
Why are you here? Why am I here?
Well, you are here because you have you still have problems. You had a lot of problems dealing with school. You had a lot of problems with me. He just wanted to do things his way.
No, you talk with him. I
Okay. Okay. And I really came to the point where I couldn't handle you being home. Do you understand what I'm telling you?
But
And
it seemed to me that you're saying he's here because you cannot handle him.
that's one of the reasons.
Why aren't you here?
Excuse me?
Why aren't you here?
Why aren't I here?
Yeah. Why is Peter here?
Well, I don't know about that.
Peter, what do you think about that idea?
Huh?
What do you think about this idea that if mommy cannot handle you, she should be here?
She should.
I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know either.
Uh-huh.
You think I should be here?
No.
Why not?
I have to say everything now.
As the mother begins, she is tentative and she is uncertain because the mother doesn't have contact with this child. And she knows that other people know better. She probably expects me to do something. The child has a temper tantrum, the child is acting as if he doesn't respond. Please, doctor, do something. I think that a psychiatrist is too highly trained to begin to do things like that. That's the function of parents. See, the question is that Peter will be here for a long time if you cannot handle him. So there are 2 reasons why he's here. One of them is, can you handle him? Are you ready to take him home?
Well, I don't know about that because
Yeah?
sometimes when I have taken him on passes, he has improved in a lot of ways.
Uh-huh.
And now sometimes he's just like this. He doesn't want to listen to me,
Yeah.
and he doesn't want to respect. And I explain to him why he has to do this, why he has to do that, and he just.
But he did just listen to you. You said he cannot take off the mic, and he wanted to do it, but he didn't.
Yeah, sometimes he does.
So,
Yeah, I mean, it has gotten a lot better since when I put him.
you see, I am a strange person, and I think strangely. So I want to ask you something. You said that he gets upset, and that you cannot handle him. And then you said that he has improved.
Yeah.
And now I will ask you a tricky question. Did you improve as well? You see, because it's a two-way street, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is how you and Peter get along.
Yeah.
So as soon as you can take care of him, they will be ready to release him to you. I think it's important to understand what's going on between you and Peter, because if that changes, if you and Peter change, Peter will change. So try to help Peter to understand that he will come home at the point in which you two can deal with each other. I am giving to the mother a concept, that the concept of Peter's problem in the hospital is a problem of fit between him and her, and that his change requires her change. Once I establish that this is what I think the problem is, then I recede.
Okay.
That's a strange, it's a different way of thinking, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
But it's I think you're right to the point because it does have to do with me and him.
Yeah.
You know, we have, I don't know what to call it, a communication problem or what it is.
And Matilda, there is Peter, talk with him.